would you be able to announce today the creation of 20,000 new jobs?
No, there are clearly, let me be clear, there are large parts of this that are a result of the tax reform, and there's large parts of this that we would have done in any situation.
So it sounds like President Trump's tax bill has been a huge windfall for Apple.
Well, there are two parts of tax bill, right? There's a corporate piece and an individual piece. I do believe the corporate tax side will result in job creation and a faster growing economy.
And you know what? Steve Jobs talked about that with President Obama. You have to lower the corporate tax rate or I cannot bring any money back, nor will anybody else. Took this president to do it. And by the way, that stock market has grown 42.5% since President Trump took office. The corporate tax, even President Obama knew it, but he couldn't cut the deal for raising the upper bracket to get it done. Right. This president got it done.
He got it done. There's a much lower tax rate for the next year for those companies with a lot of money overseas. Now, Apple is just the start.
Right.
There's $2.8 trillion of American corporate profits parked over there. But because we now have a much lower tax rate on it over here, it's coming back. A lot of it comes back. Apple is just the start.
You know, it's interesting. Coming up in the next segment, Carly Shimkus is going to talk about the President's Fake News Awards and who got them. The number one was Paul Krugman at the New York Times, because the President said that Paul Krugman says the markets will never recover from President Trump. That was the day he was elected. And look how far we've come in a year.
Yeah, he made a real mistake right there. He really did. He went out on a limb and he really blew it. Look at that chart. Look at that chart. There's a Dow milestones, 1,000-point milestone since the election. Now we've gone from 18,000 to 26,000. So, that's financial history.
Stuart, what does the president need to do if he's listening this morning to change the narrative? Because if you watch some other networks, if you listen to some Democrats, they don't want you to know this. They don't want to talk about this. What does he need to do so that he can get them on board and start talking about how great this is for America?
Pump it up. Get out there and tell the story. And contrast yourself to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi says all these bonuses and these givebacks and passives, they are crumbs. That's all it is. Well, you tell that to the people. There's now, I think, almost 2 million Americans, more than that, who are getting a bonus. Tell that to them, that they're just getting crumbs.
And over 100 companies are already done this at different levels around the country, from small banks to big.
So, by the way, look, the president is going to Pennsylvania today.